seated. Some of you may recall last weekend I mentioned that the last 2 weeks before Easter is referred to as Passion Tide. So the last 2 weeks of before Easter, we try to focus on the passion and death of our Lord. Today, it's Palm Sunday, and this Sunday is also referred to as Passion Sunday. Part of the reason is because we have the reading of the Passion to encourage us once again to meditate on the sufferings of our Lord, the events leading up to his death. And it's also the reason why we wear red vestments today, to remind us of the blood that Jesus shed for us when he underwent his passion. Now, as you know, at the beginning of the Mass, we had the Gospel, which talked about our Lord's triumphal entry into Jerusalem. Both with that gospel as well as the gospel that we just had read, it changes from year to year. It's a 3-year cycle for Sundays, so we're in year B, so it's from the Gospel of Mark, both of them. So it changes for Palm Sunday from year to year. But on Good Friday, we have the Passion reading from St. John. So every Good Friday, it's from the Gospel of St. John. So once again, we're reminded to meditate on this. But the Gospel reading we had at the beginning of our Lord's triumphal entry, as we saw so many people acclaimed Christ as their Lord, as their King. They laid down their garments for him to walk on, kind of like laying out the red carpet for him, but also indicating their submission to him, indicating that they accept him as their Messiah. However, less than a week later, many of those same people end up calling for the crucifixion of Christ. Why this sudden change, this drastic change? There's a number of reasons. But one of them is that the Jewish leaders had instigated the crowd, and the people in the crowd just went along with the crowd mentality, which is what we often tend to do. We're easily influenced by the crowd mentality. You know, so many Catholics, when we come to church, we profess our faith. We profess to be believing Christians. But then when we leave church, very often we're just like everyone else in the world. We get angry because the parking lot is busy and we can't get out the way we would like to, and we lie. Some people steal or cheat. Some people say bad words or tell dirty jokes. In other words, we are no longer professing to be Christians by the way that we live our lives. And this is not good. We need to be consistent in our faith. We need to be consistent in professing Christ, not just with our lips, but with all of our actions. And we're very fortunate, you know, even though there is some persecution of Christians already happening, we're not undergoing severe persecution. But what if a time like that were to come? Would we be able to stand up and defend our faith, to continue to profess our faith? Or would we just go with the flow? This is a very important question for us, because how we act in such situations is going to determine our eternal destiny.